everyone, it's Jenna Melanson from Canadian Beats Media. I'm joined today by Toronto-based country singer-songwriter Kelsi Mayne for our latest segment of Zoomies. Welcome, Kelsi.
Thanks for having me, Jenna.
My pleasure. So first off, care to introduce yourself a bit more in depth for our listeners?
Sure. I'm a singer-songwriter originally from Windsor, Ontario. Moved to Toronto about 10 years ago when I started to take my music professionally. And before that, I was actually a nurse. So throughout the pandemic, the last 2 year, 2.5 years, 3 years, I've been helping out with that and using my nursing degree again. And happy to be back now doing music.
Awesome. So tell us a bit about your most recent release.
Ooh, my most recent release, I think, was SOS. It's been a while, obviously, with the big pause as
Yeah.
we at the last showcase that I did. So SOS was a song that was the only song on my album that I wish I wrote myself. But I didn't write it myself. That was written by Emily. So Emily has done like a million hits, like Anthem by Brett Kissel, A Little Bit Goes a Long Way, Riv Chances. So she knows what she's doing. So she wrote that song with Crystal Lee from Sons of Daughters, and then another girl named Tiffany Goss. So that song I immediately connected with, and then I planned this really cool music video to go along with it.
Awesome. And do you have a new release in the works?
Yes, yes. So, with some recent news, I'm going to release a wedding song. Hint, hint. Um, so this song is really special to me. It's called Surrender. Um, I previously recorded it and released it on my album, but this is a completely new recording, just because I wanted to kind of develop it more. So I did some orchestral arrangements with it, violin, and it's sounding so beautiful. So it's almost done, and I have Elro producing it at the moment, and I'm doing a music video for that one too, which is kind of groundbreaking. So I'm excited about that.
Okay, can't wait. At Rivoli in Toronto on July 15th, which is presented by Dave Woods. What can someone who hasn't seen you perform live expect from the performance?
Well, I like to really use the area and the stage and get the audience really involved. Love to just like I'm a performer first and foremost. So I
Yeah.
grew up dancing. So I think that kind of comes out when I'm on stage. And so some high energy and some really special moments, I think.
You'll be joined by 5 other extremely talented Ontario-based country artists, but I want to know who you would add to the showcase if you could.
Ooh, oh, that is a loaded question. Oh man, so many names come to mind at the moment. I can only pick one.
You can pick a few.
Okay. Well, Kelly, I'm a huge fan of hers. She knows that we're friends, but I also have admired her for a very long time. Um, so obviously Kelly. And I would say, oh, well, you know what? Marshall Dane was in this last showcase with me, and he is always phenomenal. And so I gotta say him too.
Okay. Now, Dave Woods is no stranger to putting on songwriting showcases. What's your favorite part of being involved in these showcases specifically, like the songwriting ones?
Yeah, I think as a songwriter, I think it's so cool to see songs connect to people in different ways. So say for instance, my song Surrender, I wrote it originally as a wedding song. And I had someone come up to me after a show one time and said that that song really connected with him because he lost his wife. And, and you know, it wasn't a song that it wasn't my intention to write it that way, but to hear how it connected and was kind of therapeutic to other people in different ways. It's really, really special. So that is one of the most rewarding things about doing these singer-songwriter showcases.
For sure. And it is interesting how a song can mean something completely different to each person. Like, I find that a lot when I'm doing reviews. Like, I read what it's about, but I'm like, that's not what I'm feeling from it. But yeah, that's interesting. What else do you have up your sleeve for 2023?
I am working on some more new music, and I can't wait to start recording those. They're really fun, up tempo stuff, kind of completely different than what I released previously. So, I'm getting ready to party with people, and I'm excited for those. Yeah.
Okay. So the next 5 questions are just for fun. Who was the first Canadian band or artist to catch your attention growing up?
First Canadian band. So this is a tricky one because I actually grew up in a border town, Windsor, so across from Detroit, and everything that we would get growing up was American. So I didn't really get Canadian exposure until I moved pretty much to Toronto. So I would have to say I say Tragically Hip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's probably the answer for everyone, but it's
That's
true.
it's a common one for sure. Makes
Yeah.
sense though.
Oh,
So, oh,
actually,
yeah.
my answer, Great Big Sea was
Yeah.
my probably that was the very first Canadian band. Because I Highland danced growing up. So we
Okay.
all Celtic music, Great Big Sea, Ashley McIsaac, the Rankin Family, um,
Sure.
all of those Canadian bands. Amazing.
Okay. Yeah. At the showcase, there will be both original and cover songs performed. What are your favorite cover songs to perform when you're given the chance?
Ooh, I always like to play cover songs that aren't in the country genre, just because I feel like I like to just do things that are not expected. Uh, so I love surprises.
What was the first country song you sang in public?
uh, well, so I kind of started my country career um at a country bar when I back in Windsor, and I originally worked there just to pay for my education for nursing, and then it was kind of like a Coyote Ugly bar.
Okay.
Um, auditioned to dance, and then as I was leaving that audition, I was like, I don't know if they're that impressed right now. I was like, I can sing too if you want. So then they asked if I would sing if I knew Redneck Woman. And I just, well, I ain't never. And then I went to it. And then
Yeah.
after that, I saw their faces kind of change and I knew immediately got a job. And they made that position for me because of that song. So I would say
Awesome.
Redneck Woman.
Okay. What's your favorite thing about being a musician in Ontario?
uh, I just love the camaraderie that we have in Ontario, and the talent pool is insane. So I feel like we all kind of having such high caliber artists really helps to push you develop and be better yourself. So and we're all really supportive of each other, which is fine sometimes, but I love my fellow artists, so we have fun together.
Yeah, it seems that way. So last but not least, if you could work with any fellow Canadian country artist, who would you choose?
Another loaded question. And I'm gonna say the Rec Laws.
Okay, yes, that would be good. So that's it for Zoomies. Thank you for joining me and have a great time at the Neon and Denim Country Showcase.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can't wait. I'm so excited.